Hello, is this working? Okay, we have made an unfortunate mistake, boys and girls. It looks like we were playing the first half of the match without any audio, so I do apologise for that, and I'd like to give a quick shout out to our sponsors, Ainsley Harriott and the Call of Duty Black Peppers, and it looks like, while I've been tabbed out, this game has quite popped off. So just to summarise what happened, the first goal, slight unfortunate mistake on the back end of the play, and Wills took a very free shot. Second goal, Jack went up the wall and did some incredible magnet plays and stuck to that ball like it was glue. And now it appears that two more goals have been scored, one for either team, so the game is quite level here. And that is an incredible save by Zippy there. I cannot believe it, the man's using keyboard and mouse. How does he do it? But this is now Nav, I believe, has been given superpowers. That's a really good threes there, I imagine, by Wills. I can't see the power up, so it's a little bit difficult for me to guess. But the demo comes in for both of them. That is an interesting one. Nav is about to dispossess J.A. Ryan. No, he won't. He's dispossessed. What just happened? I can't keep up. Rumble is too much of an insane game mode. But just to sum up, the winner of this game will go into the final to play the unstoppable Vamsi and his evil accomplice Priangle in the finals, and they are unbeaten, while both these teams are 0-1. And that's a goal for Nav there, a fairly free one. He wouldn't be able to score it otherwise, because he's about bronze too. Apparently, Big Knob has netted the building. I don't know what it means. If we got any detectives in chat, could quite find that one out for me. And it's a big kickoff for Wills there. I don't know how he's won it that hard. And Ryan's come up with a good clear. I call him Jack. I call him Ryan. Do I look like I care? I don't. He's Jack. He's Ryan. He's J.A. Ryan. He's the insane boy, the lad, the real kickoff genius. And that's a magnet play from Will there. He's taking around everyone. This is surely just in the goal, but the magnet slowed the ball down, so it's not in the goal. But Nav has taken the big power shot, and it's aimed straight at the goal, and it's a 3-1. I am starting to feel like I am commentating this much like Swifty commentates his lectures, and that makes me very sad. I am going to stop doing it like this. It's another kickoff, another game. It's 2-4. Unfortunately, no Brazil coming in this game. That is the expertise of the Vamsi Priangle duo. The most unlikely power duo of all time, but they make a good couple. There's a punching bag glove chicken from Zippy there, but it doesn't do much. There's a grappling hook from Will, and he takes the shot. What an insane grappling hook. Comes off the wall, I believe, or maybe just off the ground to hit this one. Yeah, I think it was off the wall. An insane angle. The boot was just too late, unfortunately. So this kickoff, we will have Nav up against his worthy opponent. Oh no, it's Wills versus J. Ryan, but Ryan's hit the ball hard, and it's coming down to Nav. Tries to take a good touch, doesn't quite get it. Zippy's pushed it off to the side. Nav will follow this up the wall. Is Wills in the box? It's not the best of touches, but it's made its way in, and Wills takes the goal. It's now 2-6. I can't see Zippy and Jack coming back from this one. It would take a monumental effort, but fortunately for me, if they lose, it means I don't have to play in the final, and I can cast it. So we'll get back into the action here. Zippy's taking a good shot on goal, and Will's showing us why he's Grand Champ there, because he can miss the ball and still somehow save it. Zippy is now going up the pitch. He's crossed it into Jack, who is there. What a great kick. The kick was clutch there, and Jack takes the goal right in front of Will's nose. So 3 goals, 54 seconds. How likely is it to occur? We'll just have to wait and see. The kickoff coming in, a very straight up kickoff. The ball's probably going to pick off to one side. It's Zippy who follows it up. Will's managed to dispossess it. This is a good opportunity to push if Nav's in the box, but Will's taking it back. Does he have some kind of plan? It's a great dispossess from Zippy, but Wills is going up the wall. He's got the plunger, but the plunger's put it straight to Jack, who's taken the 3 shot. 2 goals, 38 seconds. This is more believable. Let's see if they can pull this off. If they do, I'll have to buy them a drink in the pub, because this is looking like a lost game, but an anime level comeback. And in this kickoff, it's Zippy versus Will. It's gone straight to Nav off the kickoff. This is unfortunate. Jack with an incredible touch there. Will have to follow this one up, but Nav manages to touch it down. It should be Will's following this one up, but Jack's very fast on the jump. He's faked it. Very good fake. But Will's following this up, but with infinite boost, he should just be power sliding. Oh, well, there goes Zippy. Goodbye. Zippity-doo, zippity-a. You're not in the game, and your mum is gay. And Will's is up on the wall. Great pinch there. If that goes in, that'll be a goal of the season. And Zippy's... Oh, Nav with a power shot, and Jack is going to go up the wall. It's 7 seconds remaining. He needs to do something here. He's used the magnet. I am not sure why, because the magnet brings the ball back to you. And the ball's gone down. It's 6-4 for Wills and Nav. A great first game here. A good, even showing, unlike any of the other games we've had today, where Priangle and Vamsy have just steamrolled the competition. But I'm liking this so far. It's a very even game, and we'll have to see going into game 2 whether Zippy and Jay Ryan can bring the game back, or whether it's going to be another victory for Wheels and Navs. So heading into game 2 of our Rocket League tournament, sponsored by Ainsley Harriott and the Call of Duty Black Peppers, we have a straight up kickoff coming on here. Nav versus Jack, and it's gone straight to Zippy on the sideline. He even gets the boost. Can he get some kind of air dribble going on here? Can he beat Wills to the ball? He's backflipped it. That's unfortunate. Nav with the great shot, and Jack's just going to touch it down, but he's got the boot and the grappling hook coming in as well. This is a... I had to stop there for 1 second. I thought that was going in. I thought the man was a genius. Jack is looking to hit this ball past Wills. He's actually done it. Zippy just needs to touch this one in. The freeze on the goal line. I do not believe it. That was a goal for Jack and Zippy, and it's been taken away from them. I would like to know who throws it, but it's a great touch from Zippy here. It's coming straight across the box. Wills has got it on top of his car. This is a disaster. Jack's not in position. He's gone high in the air. He's been swapped, but Will can't find the shot on goal. He's just a little bit too high there on the offense, and he's turning round. Nav's touching the ball. He's got it past Zippy, but the plunger and the threes as well. The use of these rumble mechanics coming in strong for the blue team, and it's a goal in favour of them. I don't know if that was Jack who throws the ball, but it really worked out. Let's see if they can keep up this pressure moving into the next 4 minutes of this game. And the kickoff's gone to Will. Should be following this up, but Nav's got a bit greedy for the ball, and he's body flopped into it. Jack is now following this one up, but he can't beat Will to the ball, so he's going to have to retreat. He's going to the corner. Zippy's received a little bit of a love tap. The plunger's coming in, but there's double plunger here, and Jack's pulled the ball back, and now he's got infinite boost. Can he do anything with it? He's actually using it to good effect, but he needs to come down for this ball, and Zippy is there. It's 2-0 to the blue team. What happened from game 1 to now? Will and Nav are falling apart. Where's the banter, big man? Nav in the first game throwing out the banter man has arrived, or something along those lines. This game is absolutely silenced. It's a good kickoff here for Wills. He's managing to follow this one up. Can Nav get in the box? Will can't even centre it, so what's the point? I give up at this point, and Zippy's following this ball up. Nav's lost it. It's going forwards. Jack is going to pressure this, and Zippy needs to pick it up on the sideline, bring it back up the pitch. Jack is flying off to the side with infinite boost, and Zippy is up in the air. He's used the punching glove. Could he follow this one up? That would have been insane. Oh, and unfortunately, Jack can't quite get on the receiving end of that ball, and it just falls down to a grappling hook for Nav and ends up in the blue net. I saw the opportunity there. It was a great attempt, almost perfect execution, but the small mistake in timing has cost them the goal. So it's 2-1 here. In Bletchley Park, the trip that none of the computer science students attended, and Swifty almost lost his job over that. It's quite unfortunate. And it's forward to Jay Ryan in the middle of the pitch, and he's moving up. They only have one person to beat. Zippy should have just bumped the keep, but Nav is uncontested. Wills with the infinite boost here, and Nav with the power shot. He's done the flare little flip there, but it's gone too far. And Jack's also got the power shot, and it's going to go up the wall and bounce it, and Will needs to follow up quick, but he's been knocked. There's just so many power-ups going on right here. What does Will have? You need something big. Zippy's used the grappling hook. Jack can't quite follow it up, and Nav's up the wall with the big hit. It's coming into the centre. Will be there to receive it when he pushes it mid. He's there anyway, and a great save from Jack, who's been booted, but I don't think that boot's going to come into much effect. Or am I wrong? The 75 touch Akimbo God Wagboy 919 coming in. Oh, sorry, it's Nav. I got distracted. Zippy faking there with a small touch, and Will's on the end of that, but it's not quite on target. And because of the power up, it's boomed back into the opposition half. Nav is also on the receiving end of a love tap from Wills with a big boom. Zippy needs to be in goal. Jack has panicked and might cause them to lose this goal. But Will apparently is making pancakes because he's flopped all over that one. And he's been swapped with Jack. It's Zippy in the open net. Zippy on the not so open net as he grapples to that one or plunges or something but doesn't quite get the angle. And a clutch grapple from Nav keeps it out. And it's now just flip-flopping in front of the orange goal, and no one can follow this one up. The magnet from Nav takes it up the pitch. Jack is going to try and dispossess, but he's not in the greatest position to take it, but there's zero boost from Nav. Will be contesting this one, but he's just let it go past him, but he's touched it down. The magnet is keeping it going towards the orange goal. Even the punching bag can't get it away. Zippy has accepted the £50 on PayPal from Wills and put it in the blue goal. Now that play was very, very good from Zippy up until the point where he put it in his own net. So the game is clutch, and we're losing packets like a UPS driver, but I don't think it's going to matter too much. As Wills now takes this, he might go the entire length of the pitch, but he must know that he has to jump, but he's just beaten him on the 50. And Jack must be coming back in, but Wills just doesn't stop. There's a double freeze there. The first one gets broken. Nav's using 576 million boosts to get this one. And the magnet. And I can't believe it. He's just received the Ram Ranch all the way to the opposition goal. Who touches him here? Is the first touch from Will? It's just Will. Putting his teammate in the right position. Never was Nav's strong point in NSC. So I'm glad to see Will is covering all bases here, but this is a clutch time for the blue team. If they lose this game, they are completely out of the tournament, so they have to come back. I would say they put in a valiant effort, though, in this game and the last. Never looking like the game was out of their control. Just a few unfortunate mistakes, but I don't think either of these two teams in the final can take even a single game off of the powerhouse of Vamsi and Priangle, and that is just unfortunate. It's a textbook goal from Will. It's putting up the wall. Unfortunately, no one in goal for the blue team to save this one, and he just double jumps it and takes the 3 goal. But yeah, talking about our power couple in the final here, Vamsi and Priangle, we might as well just put another trophy in the cabinet, because they have looked dominant throughout every game in the series, conceding a maximum of 2 goals and scoring a maximum of 8 or 9. I can't remember because my brain stopped functioning, but wait a minute, there is 2 seconds left in this game and Jack has scored a goal. So there needs to be a good kickoff, and I believe it's going to be Zippy, so he needs to just ram it and put it to one of the sides, or straight in the goal would be preferable. But it's going to be a tall order and a tough ask. It's in the right position for a big kickoff, though, but it's taken the wrong bounce, and Will's adding insult to injury and just hammers it down for the win. So that means our final will be Wills and Nav up against Pre-Angle and Vamsi. Well, since the last time these two played, there has been a substitution. We have lost Harry, the all-star player for Will's team, and we have replaced him with Nav. So in my opinion, a little bit of a downgrade, but we're just going to have to see how it goes for the players. So we're going to hop out of game here, and we're just going to wait for the last 4 players to be ready. I'm going to hop into their lobby and check what's going on. Hello, what's going on, boys? I understand I was muted for half of the first game, so I had to redo my intro and the sponsorship of Ainsley Harriott and Call of Duty Black Peppers. but I believe I got some good commentary on there. I was asking why Nav stopped BMing when his team went 2-0 down in the second game. He's one to pull out when they're 2-0 up, but 2-0 down. I've also hyped up the power couple of Priangle and Vamsu. So hopefully no letdowns here. I also need to... Hey Jack, you wanna duo cast this last one? Jesus, because I spent the whole of that like 8 or 9 minutes just constantly talking. Just sitting there, just chatting about absolute rubbish. Like, and there's a load of power-ups going on in this game, and Jack's taking it up the wall, and it's Will getting into the centre, and Will needs to pass the ball up to Nav, but Nav's taking the bad 50, and the ball's going up to Zippy, and Zippy's taking the shot. It's an open goal, but it's not an open goal, and he's just taking a shot. Because I'm tabbed out of the game. I'll tab back in if you want. One big more shout-out to Ainsley Harriet and the Call of Duty Black Peppers for sponsoring this tournament. Unfortunately, the players are bad, but the black pepper isn't, so... And as my favourite YouTube comedian once said, I'm going to lose my job. I'm going to stand up and cast this game like they do in professional. Okay, let me go blow my nose because I got a really bad cold. Careful not to get your hands too cold now. Wouldn't want to see you fumble that ball. I'm gonna lose my job. I should get the picture. Don't join the teams. I need the picture. Yeah. Are you in game? Oh yeah, good stuff, okay. Have they not? That is pretty BM here. Let me join the spectate. And we're seeing here a quick start from the orange team getting the ball up in their own half, actually. I am so confused. What's going on? Vamsy's using the magnet here. We've seen how good this boy is with the magnet. He's... But Nav has stopped it. Oh, but he's gone flying! It's nuts. And all throughout the last 2 games, I think I bring it up to scratch, I was talking about the power couple of Vamsy and Priangle, how they have not even lost a single game so far, have not even conceded more than 2 goals, and they've scored a maximum of 8, I believe. So they're really looking... scored a maximum of 897, which is coincidentally the number of Cowboys in the ranch. Okay, let's get back into the game. The Will's gone up the wall. I've been fairly... Oh, okay, I was about to say I've been fairly unimpressed with Will's, but I believe it might be due to the fact that in Grand Champ there are no Rumble power-ups. Unless you're Vamsy, and you just score. We're not even paying attention, and the man has just used the magnet to drag the ball all the way from Antarctica to the Arctic. Look at this guy go. Absolute incredible. He's gone from north to south real quick. That is true. The man is above all the best Rumble player here, and probably the most experienced Rumble player out of everyone here. Oh, Will is only Grand Champion. That shows how much he knows. But Priangle's actually, I can't tell what's going on here. The director cam is throwing the ball around, but there is a tornado coming in from Will's. He has, but there is a cluster coming in, and Priangle says, "Get out of my game." And quickly, we'll take a quick pause. Take a quick pause to talk about the goal you scored in your first game, Jack, where you came off the ceiling with a magnet shot. It was actually quite incredible. I realised I was muted at that moment, so unfortunately you don't get the caster reaction to it. I was very, very impressed, I'm not going to lie. But here Priangle picks up the ball, but Nav just dispossesses. He's kept that grapple for 16 years to use it in that situation. Wills has run out of the punch, unfortunately, at the precise moment he needed it. But Nav has blown up Vamsi. It's quite a turn of the tides. Wills... It's straight centre indeed, but unfortunately Vamsi has recovered in time. I would argue that Wills just put that one straight wide, but you know, each to their own. Okay, so now it's Wills up the wall. He's using the magnet. He's taken some advice from you. Or see, I've always said that Priangle's biggest weakness is being unable to get the power hits in, but it turns out you don't need to get the power hits in when you just RNG the power up every single time. But Priangle coming in with a clutch, like 57 double touch here to get that ball in. It's incredible calculations, even using the ceiling to jump off to show the amount of disrespect he has for this orange team. I did say that they need to throw them off by putting them on orange team, but it looks like the person who created the lobby has the secret influence here and has decided to give them blue buff once again. It's got you wondering, though. It really has you wondering how much of a profit you are making from this tournament, how much of a cut they're offering you. It's okay, you can take Jaegers at the back of the lecture hall tomorrow. So we're coming in now 3-0 for the blue team. The orange teams really looked quite unimpressive in this first game. I would say, unfortunately, with Harry not being able to play more than one game, the downgrade of putting Nav in the squad, although he has just scored, I would still argue downgrade, but it just sets up for the Brazilian, which we all know, 98% on Ancestry.com. Priangle will come in here and show us all how he does it. We're taking the kickoff here. Vamsi and Wills coming up against each other. It's pinged off quite hard, and Nav is in the perfect position to take this, but Priangle's coming in fast. Vamsi up on the ceiling. So the power-ups are just coming in. I wonder what if... but it's... He's got no front wheels. Oh, but there's a freeze. It's a real shame we can't tell who has what power-up. That would make this game mode very, very good. I blame NSC, if I'm honest, but each to their own. There's a swap coming in there, I assume from Will, but it's not the greatest swap. It's allowed Priangle to get this kind of air touch here. But Nav's greatest weakness, I would argue, is hitting the ball, and the grappling hook really does. Wills has lost the power slide button on his controller, but Nav... With 7 seconds to go, they just need that one good kickoff. Although I think it might be William Wallace on the kickoff, and William Wallace takes a lot of standard kickoffs, but not a whole lot of pingy kickoffs. So we'll have to see if he can bring it up to scratch here. It's Nav though, but it's not gone the way they need. Wills needs to get a big clearance off here. He's got something, but he won't get. If he'd managed to get that spike play off, that would have been an incredible comeback. But unfortunately here, Vamsi and Priangle not looking as solid as they did in the group stages, but still coming into this final looking quite strong, taking a 3-2 victory over arguably the highest rated team we have in the tournament. All the ladies love him. And I wonder what he wants to get from Aldi. Is he going to get some more trainers? Because I've seen him wearing those bad boys around university. He needs to go down the special buy aisle because there's not a whole lot of special buys turning up in his play. It is indeed. So in game 2 here, I'm looking for a little bit more controlled play from Will because he's clearly got the ability, but it's these rumble abilities that are really throwing him off in these games. But there's a freeze into a grappling hook there with a little bit better accuracy. It could have been something, but Wilson now is just not. But you see that play from Vamsi and Priangle, they're on the same page, but Nav and Wills, they're just playing into each other. They're not. He gets the ball on top, but he can't see what he's doing. That's the unfortunate part about ball cam in those situations. That is exactly right. I've made that mistake more than one time, and I tell you it's not pretty. But Vamsi, look at this man. That's the problem with Arsenal. They just run it in. I have seen him pull off a few plunging plays in his time. 77 miles an hour on that plunger. That is some range. But it's a kickoff here that is Priangle's fast, but he's not quite there. Oh, Vamsi needs to take some kind of miracle touch here, but he's just given away a 3-goal. I don't understand this. The manager's going to be fuming. I can see Sam Allardyce just completely pouring from his ears. I understand. It's like he's playing Robot Wars, and Matilda's taken out is one of his wheels, you know, and he can't quite turn his car. He's redeemed himself a little bit there with a save, but a save doesn't get you a goal. That's a good punch there from Nav. Priangle with a great touchdown though, and he's using the tornado to good effect. He's managed to throw Will off completely, and it's over 2 players, and the punching bag has to come out. It's a real sad one when the punch has to come out to, oh my god, Priangle showing us how to play around that. Don't use power slide, just backflip. This guy, I don't know how he's managed to pull that one off. I wouldn't have even thought of that. But, well, Priangle with a great kick there, I think, is what we should be more focusing on. Nav or Will. Yeah, well, they had the great plunge into the enemy goal, but the kick. Oh, but the kick! He's absolutely debated, and this ball is not going up the wall. Nav is now up, but Will is also up, but he's found his way down. And wait, this is open for Priangle if he can get the touch. There's too many swaps coming in. Okay, he has. Wait, he's going for it. Will needs to jump. That's. I do not believe it. Priangle coming out of the gates here. He is the dark horse of the tournament, and I will say it time and time again. He has found his calling in this game mode. I was shocked and surprised. I can't believe I told him to sign up, and now he's beaten me, and I'm really sad because I should have just not told him to sign up. But here he is in the final playing with Vamsi, which is quite the stacked team, it turns out. Will's not finding this accuracy. I don't know whether it's the pace of the play in Rumble that's throwing him off, or if he's just having a bad day. But it's very difficult for him to take these shots. But you look at Vamsi, he knows how to save these balls. He has the punch and he doesn't panic. He just uses it to get it out to the wing. And the kick even coming in from pre-angle, but the good swap from Nav there to kind of slow it down. But you see he's not on, absolutely not on the same page as Will, and the magnet is stopping any kind of play. A pre-angle with the grappling hook, not a great use of it there, but it still diffuses the play. And the swap coming in again, it's kind of open goal, just needs to come across the pitch, but the magnet is messing everything up. I feel like magnet is the one that can mess you up more than it can help you in the wrong situation. Yeah. Pre-angle using the magnet to almost score an own goal, but bait it out. The tornado here coming in from Nav, but he's tried to jump off the wall. But that is a boomer! But he's not found his way into the net. But there's a panic here from Pre-angle and Vamsi. And the swap from Nav. Why has Nav made that swap? That is a terrible swap, but Will is there to save it. And Nav is trying to demo someone with a strength power up. It's quite an interesting decision. And Nav is up the wall and he's taken a good hit here. Will needs to go fast and Priyanka's been beaten. And the spikes are on, but he's dead. You can't hold on to a ball when you're dead. And Nav's crossed it into the oxygen particle in the centre field there. But there's a good boot to stop the spikes coming in. And a good touch. Will, this is what we're looking for. No fancy rumble play, but it's just good and mechanical grand champion ability here. The touch on the ground is just too fast for Priyangle. He doesn't expect it to come out. He swaps too late, and he's just not there for the save. And Nav with a good touch up the field, but Will's just not there to follow it up. But Priyangle is taking a bad touch on it now, but Will's not managed to get it centre court. Is he going to go on this? He's got zero boost, but he's got the punching glove, and it's been frozen. Oh my god, Vamsi with the spikes. A clutch play here from Vamsi. At 2-2 here, a goal could mean the end of the game. And the kick coming out from Will's, but it's not to good effect. And the grappling hook, the ball is flying. Will is there. It was very close, but unfortunately the ball did not make its way into the net. But the game has heated up. From undefeated to struggling, the blue team is flagging here. I wonder if a loss for the blue team. Nav dribbles it in. He's an incredible dribbler. Look at that. Didn't even lose the ball from the top of his car, even with a flip. What a great guy. I'm glad he's on my NSC team. Look at that. An insane play. Straight in the opposition goal. And if he continues on with that kind of performance, then Rizzo is going to lose his job. And we're going to see G2 Nav next season. So heading into game 3 here, 1-1. Do you think it's going to throw the blue team off a little bit? Do you think they're going to panic? First loss of the tournament so far? Do you think the blue team's going to start panicking with the first loss of the tournament so far? Or do you think they're going to recompose? It was indeed, and it all came down to that last goal from Nav. Almost a textbook pick it up and dribble it in. Even avoids what I believe was a kick or a punch or something along those lines by flipping into it. Very well played. All I'm looking for here, though, is I'm looking for a few pre-arch classics. Some off-the-wall, off-the-ceiling, boom, double touch, get it in, because that's where they clearly excel. I don't think there's anything that could beat an on-form pre-arch. Not even a Team of the Year Ronaldo, but as you say, Vamsi with the plunger, though, it wasn't on target, but it was still very good. Oh, but the spikes from Will, and he's just taking it around the entire team. Avoids the power shot from the player, doesn't get demoed, avoids everything, and pulls it around the last player to score. And Vamsi here, he doesn't doesn't understand how it happened, and I'm gonna go with the Rumble Grand Champion here. There must have been some kind of bug there. Uh, yeah, but it didn't go boom. But it went in the end, you know, and if it goes in the goal, it goes in the goal. The referee hasn't called for a timeout. Do you think we're going to see classic Vamsy this game? The one where he goes super hard. Wait a minute. This man is showing us how a ground magnet play is meant to come in. Look at this. Pulls it over the top of his car, round one player, and then pulls it back for the goal. What a great dribbling play. But as I was saying, do you think we're going to get the demolition Vamsy coming out here and he's going to let Priangle take centre stage? Or do you think Vamsy is going to go for glory? 1v1? Oh yeah, I could see that one. But look at that, we're already seeing it. I think Demolition Vamsy is coming out. He's beamed it, but look at Nav go. He's flying across the pitch. But this is a problem now. Nav has 100 boost, and Will is going for the solo play. Though, as I say, there is no cohesion between these players. I have not seen it so far, but then again, it is Rumble. So perhaps Rumble doesn't lend itself so kindly to team plays. Oh, it's a good swap, though, but it's a complete bean from Nav there. It's kind of centre court, Will, with a good touch. What's going on? I can't tell. Everyone's getting teleported around, but Priangle's made the save. There's another teleport coming in, and it's a good one as well. The ball's been punched straight into Will, though, and Will's managed to land on the ball. I don't know if he's trying to give birth to it or something, but he's come down on that one. Will's with a power shot, but a great Therese. He's not read the touch, but he's got the plunger. Maybe I've misread the play. But the demo coming in from Wills with the big strength power up is too much for Priangle. But oh, he's tried for the double touch with the punching glove, but the boot is not the best. But the magnet, if this goes in, oh my goodness, that was almost the most insane goal. Priyanch turning early, but it's not paid off, and it's gone over even Vamsy now. Nav through on goal with Will staying on the right-hand side. A little bit better communication, but I don't think they expected it. As a good punch comes in, but Nav uses the grappling hook to get there. Good snapshot reaction as Vamsy's forced back to his goal, and Priangle is rotating, but he has the strength power up, and he takes Will out of the game. Will with the tornado here. Is he not going to drive at Vamsy? But Vamsy's just gone under the ball. And the ball ends up in the blue goal. And it's looking not too hot for the blue team here. But we've seen what they are capable of in the first 2 games of the game against White People Happy and Zippy and Wills and Harry. We saw what he was capable of. But we're just not seeing it in this game. I agree, but the magnet play coming in from Priangle brings it down hard. This was incredible. It uses the magnet to pull the ball up and then brings it down hard under Will, I believe. So he's using the magnet here to bring it up over Nav and then straight back down into the goal. That was incredible. And that's what we need to see out of Priangle for this game to turn around. It's a good kickoff here in the centre, and Priangle's got it, but he's jumped a little bit too late. It's a good touch from Will, but it's a great clearance from Priangle. Nav swap places with him, but it's a bit too late. Oh, the freeze always throws people off. I feel like that's MVP of the series. But wait, he's round 1. Ah, but the three's coming in. And Will, I don't know if he's got. Uh, but Priangle! He's pulling this back. This is an incredible 1v2 from Priangle here. Vamsy is just a spectator at this point. Look at the positioning of Priangle there. Didn't go for the boost, but it's in the corner. Can Priangle get there? He's just saving this everywhere. Oh, but Will's up in the air. The boots. There's too many, but he's caught it. But he's beaten it. That is the most unfortunate spike play I have ever seen. Priangle not happy with that. Coming out with the all caps fam. Vamsy pushing it up the pitch, but Will just taking it. It's clean at this point. They just have to make sure they don't concede. But Nav showing how the spike play should happen. The BM could have scored goal of the game, but he decides that BM is more worth it, and we're going to fine him £200 for that play. We don't take these kinds of unsportsmanlike plays in, especially in the final of the Rocket League Pepega Cup. Cup. I give up. Let me just inform him. We'll be collecting it via PayPal. PayPal.com/wagboy919. I need you. I need you to solo cast this for a good 20 seconds for me. Okay, and I am back into the game, and it's still 0-0, almost 1 minute past here in Beckwith Park, I believe. And we're seeing a freeze in the centre pitch. Nav is following this one up. It's very hard to follow up a freeze. He's activated the power up at the last second, but Will's taken an absolute clanger. It was very close. Priangle using the last. Ooh, that is. Will taking the last touch that he possibly had with his strength power up to stick it high. Vamsy just can't quite predict it. Stops right in front of the ball, loses all momentum, and unfortunately does end up conceding a goal there. So it's 1-0 to the orange team. Wills and Nav, the underdogs in this tournament. But they're moving up the same side of the pitch. This could be a disaster as Priangle takes the ball off of Wills. Can he pull off? Oh, Will's not quite getting the angle. And the swap coming in there puts Will behind the play. not too great. And Priangle trying to use the magnet to get that out, but he's still got it, and he takes it around Will, and he's flying with it. They have learned I think they've been listening to you, Jack. They're using the magnet in the air now instead of on the floor. Will's not much boost here, but he's using the spikes. He's been punched. There's a lot going on, but I don't really understand it. So there's no goalkeeper here. Oh, there's too many punches coming in, but that one's going mid for Vamsi. The swap coming in here, allowing Nav to follow this one up, and it's gone centre to Will. This should be a good shot on target, but wait, the magnet! He's done it! I thought the magnet was going to do him over. Indeed, I thought so as well, but it turns out that he knew what he was doing. This is the kind of plays a Grand Champion makes in Rumble. 30 miles an hour, sticking to the speed limit as well. What a great player. And we're moving on now, 1-1. So 3 minutes have passed. 2 minutes left of the play. Blue team coming in strong here. Pre-angle, almost getting the double touch, almost reading the hit from Will there. Would have been quite the goal. The ball frozen, and there's a pile-up in the goal. A resident sleeper going on here. Nav with a big hit upfield though, but Will. The swap coming in, yeah, I feel like they're being used as a last-ditch effort, but they're just swapping the goalkeeper out of goal on the defence. Yeah, it's coming in after the save has been taken, and that is not how you use the spikes. And Vamsi... You just don't expect it. You expect Wills to be making the save here 100% of the time, but 106 miles an hour, he's not respecting the speed limit this time, and he just takes the punt. The ball is flying high, and Priyansh is just putting on the pressure by jumping up with it. But he's not doing a whole lot to this play. I feel like they need to... Oh, the punch coming in, but the freeze. The question is, though, whose freeze was that? Did Red Team think they were making a big play? Priangle now. He's taken it around now. 3-1. And if we are going to Game 5, I expect silver scrapes and nothing less. Yeah, Game 5 and a 3-hour overtime to take us up to Newell timings. That would be great. So here we have the Giants of Priangle and Vamsi bringing it back to 3-1. May I remind you, they went down 1-0 in this game, so the idea of a mental boom. I will not lie, the Rumble power-ups are really throwing me off this game. I did expect Will to be making a completely whiff there, but the punch coming in clutch. And Vamsi, he's really using this magnet to good effect. I can see now what he's... Absolute incredible dribble there, and the ball may be a little bit lucky with the tornado coming down on top of his car, but it's a goal nonetheless. And it's Priangle with a tornado, never mind. So it's actually a team play. I thought... I think this one is definitely going to a Game 5, and let's hope they bring the A game. This has got to be the closest series we've ever had in Rocket League ever since the accidental NSC game of Brunel Boomers versus Wagboy99 until Rocket League. Thank you very much for using the correct title, unlike NSC. And once again, just before we head into Game 5 here, I would like to say thank you again to our sponsor Ainsley Harriott and the Call of Duty Black Peppers and Synonons as can be found in the bottom right hand corner. Thank you, Synonons, for the sponsor going into this game 5 of the series. And it's a very neutral kickoff. Yeah, maybe he's trying to take more of a slower route. I feel like the fast kickoffs really do favour Will and Nav, because before the power-ups come in, it's very easy to use the level of skill they have to try and play it fast. But as soon as the power-ups come in, I feel like Vamsy and Priangle have the upper hand. They seem to know what they're doing. They seem to know how to play around the power-ups. And look at Priangle here with a plunger. And I feel like Vamsy's using this tornado just to get it out of the way, because it's not the greatest power-up to use. Oh, it's not a great touch, but then... And it's important in this game 5 of the series not to get the mental boom. But I feel like Priangle... I feel like there was a punch here, like a punch... but no, it was just the magnet getting an incredible amount of velocity from that swing. I just didn't realise it had that kind of power. And Nav looking for a slow play here, and he might have gotten it round 1, but I feel like Vamsy's going to be there to follow up. And there's a threes in the air. Oh, he's used the kick to counter the plunger. But it's going... No Vamsy there. You see this, even when blue team make a mistake, the other one is there to pick up the pieces. And that's what I like about this blue team, although the swaps come out from Nav onto Priangle, putting them in a hard position. Oh, but the perfect turn from Priangle there. It was very difficult. Missing that there would have caused Will to have the open goal, so it was a very needed touch. But Will trying to show off here, but it's not the time to show off, mate. You're 1-0 down in the final. You need to get your game together. That is indeed... He seems to know when the plunger is coming, maybe by the positioning. But it's not... What's he doing? Oh, Priangle using the speed of the grappling hook to get past Will here. Is Vamsy in the centre, or is he going solo? Over the plunger! I feel like this is the expected outcome. The blue team coming in strong. Anything different, if they lose this game 3, it would feel like almost a robbery after demolishing the group stages. Coming into the final a little bit shaky. The roster change for Will not paying off so much, although they have managed to take 2 games off the undefeated champions. But Priangle's just schooling Will here. And it's one thing I did notice about Priangle is he's excellent at those fakes. And Vamsy's got the magnet here, but he can't quite latch onto the ball. Nav's putting the ball more centre, but Vamsy's throwing it high. But does someone have the threes here? I feel like the threes is going to come out very, very soon. Unless no one picks it up. And Will is deciding to use so much boost to make this play. Maybe stalling for time for Nav to get back in goal. But the swap coming out here, but it's, once as you say, it's not the most effective swap. That's a bad punch coming out from Priangle here. But the spikes! Oh, but he's run out of spikes, and it looks like Will's going to take the goal here. Could have been something good, but he mistimed the spikes and ended up just giving the ball away to Will, who uses a plunger to run it down. It's 1 goal in it, that's all it is. In the last game, there's no more games after this, regardless of the result. So it's a do or die situation. A best of 1, if you will. Will's picked up the ball. I feel like they're going to pick this ball up with a tornado, and he almost puts it in, but he's been given infinite boost, and that is a really hard one to overcome. The double commit there, the bean, and he's picked it up, but he's got no boost. But he's touching this one down, but the... What does Priyango have here? He needs something big. He needs something big. He has the boot. Oh, but the grapple! Coming in hot, coming in strong. Straight to Nav, though. But it's not the greatest of touches. What does Will have? I feel like Will... He has the power shot. I thought he would have. So what does Priyango have here? Does he have the boot? Does he have the punch? He has the punch. Very well played. Nav has the power shot as well, though, so it's going to end up all the way back in the blue half. But the swap from Priyango, that was a good swap. Nav with the last bit of... He's been infinite boosted. Is that touch there going to mess up William Wallace? Apparently not. But the plunger does nothing when he has it on top of his car. Oh, the demo! This is on a knife edge here. 2-2 between these two teams. Will we see a goal in the next 18 seconds, or are we heading to overtime? It's a strong kickoff for the orange team, though, and it's going over the heads of everyone. What a save from Vamsi! And the boot coming in. But can Nav do something with this, or is the boot all for nothing? Wait, the magnet. Oh, you have to think that that would have been in. The time ticking down, saving blue team, but they have to just not let this go to their head. They have to relax, reset. Priyango's got his time up the pitch. Power-ups are online now. What do people have? If anyone has the spikes, it could be game-changing. Looks like Will might have the grapple, but... Wait, but he's run it straight into his teammate. Someone needs to take it off him. He's just going to run it in. Oh, he's got the bang as well. Will's not in position for this. It gives Priyango a chance, but the infinite booster's thrown him off, and Will's taking a big hit here. Oh, the freeze is insane from Vamsi. They're saving the game with the magnet, but the freeze again from Nav. And he's still got the magnet, but it's not enough. But Nav's miss. Oh, but the punch comes in just to secure the miss there. But you have to think, if that was on target, there's no way they stop it. The swap! It's a win! Priyango and Vamsi coming in as our MVPs of the tournament here. Looking a little shaky. A little shaky in this best of 5, but they're proving that their run in the group stage wasn't a fluke, taking all games at about a deficit of 8-1 or 8-2. They come in here and prove that they are the best Rumble players on this server. And who would have thought? And now we are here ringside. We are here ringside with Vamsi and Priyango. Priyango, what do you have to say about that absolute dominating group stage run into a little bit of a shaky final, but you pulled it out in the end? Would you like to thank anyone? Do you have anyone you'd like to shout out? Let me know. I would like to say, here on the cast desk, we did think it wasn't the Priyango Classic. It definitely was the Pog angle coming in today. So obviously you were playing today alongside the best Rumble player on the server, Vamsi. Let's head over to Vamsi here. What do you have to say about playing with Priyango? Considered the dark horse of this tournament, but he's really come out, whipped up a storm, if you would say so. That's what we like to hear, a lot of camaraderie coming in here. But let's head over to the absolute losers, the nonces, if you would, of Nav and William Wallace. Okay, Nav, let's head to you first. You were meant to be the power sub, but it looks like they got a bit of a downgrade. What do you have to say for yourself? Okay, thank you. You've used enough screen time for today. Heading over to William Wallace. What do you have to say about your emergency substitution, and how do you feel about playing with Nav in NSC and giving me Jack instead? He's gone, and it looks like he couldn't stand being around Nav for more than 2 minutes, and he's gone. And once again, as we end this Rocket League stream, a quick shout out to our sponsors, Ainsley Harriott and the Call of Duty Black Peppers, and Synonons. Thank you very much.